Hello everyone, my name is MAIZATUL AIDA NASUHA, binti Muhammad ROLZAMAN, and my matric number is D20231106-790. So today I will talk about chapter 11, which is 11.2, sources of juvenile court referrals. We go through, for the first one is 11.2.1, which is types of offenders. A youth may become involved in the juvenile court process as a result of having allegedly committed a law violation that would be a criminal offence if committed by an adult, or having allegedly committed a law violation that applies only to youth and would not be a criminal offence for an adult. So, there are 5 types of offenders. Let's go through. The first one is status offenders. Status offenders is offenders that curfew violation and running away from home. Second one is delinquent offenders. For example, theft, assault, and vandalism. The third one is violent offenders. Assault with a deadly weapon, robbery, or even homicide. And the fourth one, white-collar offender, fraud or embezzlement. It is always happen among the business person. So the last one is sex offenders. Sex offenders is sexual offences including sexual assault, harassment, or inappropriate behaviour. Next, we go through to the 11.2.2, number of cases processed. The juvenile courts handled almost 1.4 million delinquency cases in 2010. Some youth are referred to the court several times during a given year, so it is likely that the 1.4 million cases represent a lower number of individuals. This is statement from Sigman and Kuzenchera 2015. So next, in 2016, there are 850,500 delinquency cases that report in the juvenile court. So, as we can see here, it is a 40% reduction of delinquency cases since 2010. And the number of juvenile arrests from 2010 until 2018 is 1.6 million, which is they are all in under 18 years old. So let's move to types of status offences. As we can see here, there are a few types of status offences. For the first one is runaway cases, truancy cases, curfew cases, ungovernability cases, and lastly is status liquor law violation. However, it is not possible to give accurate figures on the number of status offenders handled informally by the juvenile courts. But since the majority of status offenders are handled informally, the number is likely to be much greater than the number of status offender referrals to the juvenile courts that were handled judicially. So, we cannot state the accurate figures on the number of status offenders handled informally by juvenile courts. There are 2 categories that child may fit both. For example, is at fault and not at fault. For example, child who steals food, clothing, or other material things after being instructed to do so by a parent. So, for example, for the at fault is parents or caretakers who are accused of neglecting or abusing the children and can be liable for criminal sanction. For the not at fault, the child is neglected, abused children, removed from their home, or married without parent consent, and it is under the legal jurisdiction of the juvenile court. I hope you guys enjoy watching and understand more about the juvenile court process. Thank you.